Good evening, guys. Today, Jeevita, Mitran, and Shiva, we are here to do a podcast about the role of food processing and value addition in enhancing agriculture returns. And agriculture is so vital, but selling raw produce often results in low profits for farmers, and food processing and value addition can completely change this. For instance, instead of selling fresh tomatoes at low prices, farmers could produce a tomato paste which has a longer shelf life and fetches a much higher price in the market.
Yeah, that's a good one. And hi and hello everybody. And the thing about today's topic is more and more about agriculture and why agriculture is sticking on to selling products. In the sense, what conservation plays a vital role in food processing and enhancing some agriculture return. But from my point of view, I would stick on to the challenge what the resources and the infrastructure process took place as farmers in the sense many small scale farmers they don't have the resources or infra to process their products, so that's one challenge they may face for it. And when it comes to equipment, storage facilities, and even access to technology, it's all more and more out of the reach as the farmers are not aware of the technology what's been outside in urban. And moreover, farmers when it comes to accessing the technology and storage facility, they don't have the knowledge for about it, so they may feel a challenge when it comes to processing that food processing and enhancing some returns from it. And so farmers will be sticking on to that traditional and more and more raw products, so they sell raw in that, so they can save some money out of it and they stick on to the traditionals, so it made them easy to access also. So what's easy for them, they thought that it's good for them also, but the challenge is like they are not aware of the technology that they can even do better out of it also. So this is one drawback from me, my point of view that so what's your opinion, guys?
True, Shiva. And that's where collective models like cooperative can make difference farmers. So farmers can pool their resource to set up a shared processing unit. Like they can collect every product that has been made, and they can be uh, used as a resources, and it can be processing unit. So this way they can afford the necessary machinery and produce value added goods like packaging, grains, uh, dry fruits, or even jams and sauces also. So they can be create their own product by themselves. uh, Instead of selling tomato for 1 kg for 50 rupees, they can process the tomato into a sauce. They can be sell the sauce for 70 rupees. So 1 kg of tomato cost for 50 rupees, but when we sell the tomato into a sauce, it has a higher rate value. So processing the food uh, is has a more value addition in enhancing the agricultural sector. Like we don't have a value for muringi kires, like that varieties that don't have a values. When we make that green leaf into a powder or some health mix, it has a value added. So the rate or the returns for the agricultural farmers has been increased when the food processing has been done. This is my point, guys.
Yeah, basically, food processing and value addition are a kind of transformative aspects for the agriculture sector. So, mostly the rural market focuses on the agriculture sectors where significantly that enhance the farmers' income, which will be a kind of reduced post harvest losses. And it's a kind of which is a kind where it will be leading a kind of boost to the economic development where the farmers can get into the kind of advancement in their food processing, which simply refers to converting a kind of raw material product into finished goods or semi finished goods, like tomato into a ketchup packet, as Kanishka mentioned, and even Mithran set some examples over on the. So, like that, while value addition involves improving their quality, usability, or presentation in kind of increasing the market value, these processes can play a kind of critical role in addressing a bit of challenges too, like market initiatives, price volatility, and wastages, ultimately enabling farmers to drive higher returns from their producers. For example, if we can take a person A and a person B. If a person continuously buys tomato, he or she will be mentally to buy the tomato. If we give a kind of advanced material instead of using processes may play a kind of critical role in addressing a kind of challenges where like market price volatility and wastage, that will be some causes, and ultimately by enabling farmers to deliver the higher returns for their products. For example, as fresh tomatoes, which are highly perishable, can be processed into products like tomato paste, ketchup, or canned tomatoes. So this not only extends their shelf life but also adds their economic value towards their particular product. It's not only for tomato. We can take several examples. So allowing farmers to fetch higher prices compared to selling their fresh tomatoes alone. Similarly to rice, wheat, when converted into flour or backed goods like breads and biscuits, provides more revenue opportunities across diverse market segments. So the food processing industry has a significantly greater growth worldwide. So driven by increasing the customers' demand, we can make analyze about their convenience and their interests and ready to eat products. So due to analyzation on this category, this growth provides them immense kind of opportunity for farmers to bring a kind of new products to the markets. So that is on my point. What's your view, guys?
Absolutely, Jiva. And let's not forget the international market potential. And processed products like canned pineapple or dried mangoes have huge demand globally. Farmers who focus on value addition can tap into these markets and earn foreign exchange.
Yeah, that's one of the valid point from all the point of view. And one thing, but tapping into the market is not an easy one. And as the market we know is all more complicated and more the complex regulations and safety standards are in the play. So small scale farmers may find it's at the difficult, as I told you earlier, about the knowledge they don't have about the regulations. So this might be a problem as small scale farmers would not find resources about the regulations, and they will be and their food safety and quality standard will be opposing their market also. So the influence what the food safety and quality standards will make will also affects the scale farmers also. So from my point of view, what I like to tell is like small scale farmers would have to get some training regarding from some non-governmental organizations or some government support, so that they can know what's in the play in right from the government side and from the non-governmental side also, so that they can be aware of what are the resources they can have, and the resources what they can have is will help them to get more and more market needs, and that market will become easy for them when they know the safety standards from their side also. So for example, if a small scale farmers don't know about the resources, how to market it, or how to uh, meet the customer demand, they don't know, they will fail in the market on the longer term. It may make a profit without safety standard, but when it comes to regulations, if some defects will come, and farmers will get a banishment encouragement from both the government side also. So according to me, from the government side and the non-governmental side, if enhanced training and more the support was provided, they will be using it as a more and more effective market from their side, and they will meet the consumer demand and get it to the next level. So this is my point of view, guys. So what's your point of view?
So, according to me, fermentation is the process that have been done in the food processing. Fermentation is a metabolic process which an
Hello.
organic convert. Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Fermentation is a metabolic process, first of all, in which an organism convert carbohydrates such as starch or sugar into alcohol or acid. It has a powerful thing that have been converted, so the cost of selling also will be increases. So like this, everything we are converting into packaged snacks. Uh, we are not giving simply a peanut into a small plastic cover. We are giving a more importance to a cover that will be attract the customer to buy the product. So each and everything has a value added when we are giving a processing towards the food. Like milk will be cost like around 50 rupees per liter, but sorry guys, when the milk has been converted into cheese or butter or yogurt, it costs more thing. So every processed food will be remains more in the economy and in the society also. So everywhere we are seeing the processed food. In many places they are using 11 stores have been a great example for the processed food, which have been a conventional stores also there in somewhere. So they have given the processed food like noodles, rice, even though meat also have been provided in them. So they can simply take the product and heat about 5 minutes, then they can easily have the food. So it is more convenient for the daily users, or when they can't prepare food. So ready to eat foods are many sold in some countries. So according to me, a processed food that will be a cost more value to the society, guys.
Yeah, coming to this, I'll add my point towards sustainability. So it will be also another crucial thing where we give processed foods to countries and states. Peoples will be looking for all kind of expiry dates, manufacturing dates, and while coming up to that, they will be focusing towards the sustainability factors. So food processing can be a resource incentive, especially in terms of water and energy uses. So farmers and businesses should adopt to eco-friendly technologies because that will minimize their environmental impact. So, for example, using solar-powered dryers for fruit can cut their costs and reduce carbon footprints. So, like that, we can give so much of examples. So, speaking of sustainability, we should also look at way to reduce the food wastages also during the time of processing. For example, leftover fruit peels while making fruit peels will be having a such kind of wastage, so those fruit peels also should to be utilized as kind of fertilizers. We kind of value addition where it's just not about the profit, it also concerning environmental pros and towards making the entire supply chain more efficient and a sustainable kind of way.
Absolutely, Jiva. Education and technology are two sides of a same coin when it comes to empowering farmers to embrace value addition and to understand market demands, product diversion, and financial benefits of value added products. While technology provides them with the tools to execute the concept effectively, And you're right. We have seen success stories like Amul in India, where farmers cooperatively process milk into a butter, cheese, and ice cream. This is not only improved incomes but also made in India global leader in dairy.
Yeah, that's an important one about the examples and success stories of Amul in India. And coming to one another example, I like to say is Zespri from New Zealand. They turned kiwi fruit into a global brand by focusing on processing and marketing. How efficient and how effective they have processed that kiwi fruit into a global brand is one of the mesmerizing example for me. And such models show how value addition can transform a local product into a world class product. So there are n number of examples that we can tell that even a small fruit or a small brand or small items can be transformed into a world class product because of the value what they provided for that money and the value in it, value of the processing and the effective marketing of that, it can become a global and standardized brand also. So it's my point of view, guys. And what's your point of view, Mitran?
So according to me, every product should be gain both benefits. Like before processing or after processing, that should be a, a valuable thing. And public-private partnership can be helped too. Private companies can provide technology and training, while government can offer financially support and infrastructures. This collaboration is essentially to make food processing accessible to farmers. So it should not be about the corporate that should be have food processing unit. Even though farmers should have a knowledge about food processing things, so everybody should be educated about the food processing so that farmer can be easily food process their cultivation into a valuable value added product. It's not about giving value to the product, it's about adding additional value to the product. So everybody should learn about the food processing so that farmer also gain more profit in that. So according to me, a government should bring a scheme or somewhat a program to educate about food processing so that everybody to came to know about food processing and beneficial behalf of this. This is my point, guys.
Yeah, sure, Mithran. I would like to add an example about Mother Dairy. So, Mother Dairy empowers farmers by providing kind of training on best practices in dairy farming with the kind of milk quality and sustainable agriculture techniques. So, ensuring higher yield and better income. For customers, the company will educate through some social media campaigns about the importance of fresh and hygienic milk and nutritional benefits of their dairy products and the kind of sustainable practices and making and building more and more kind of trust and even on educational awareness. So coming to Mitran's point, we should not forget about educating. Simply making an advertisement and moving it towards all over the world, it doesn't make sense about giving customers a kind. So that's what we learned on Coca-Cola's ad also, no? Even Amazon will give a different kind of ads to uh, different regions and diversities. So that based on particular customers, Indian customers will be targeted on base of trust and emotions. Foreign customers will look for some kind of diversifications. So on educating them also, we should properly use a kind of awareness, and the main thing is strategy. So many farmers are unaware of the benefits of the value addition or the technique involved in this. So we can take this Mother Dairy as an example. Like they are giving so much of campaigns and workshops to educate their customers. Here, what this technology plays a kind of key role over here. So simply machines like juice extractor or small scale mills can make a big difference for the rural farmers. A kind of innovative and affordable and user-friendly equipment with the kind of proper campaigns and education will make sense to the customer's view, and it will be a kind of researching and manufacturing sense for the customers.
Ultimately, we have discussed about the food processing and value addition. Uh, it is not just about the profits, they also contribute to food security, sustainability, and global market integration. By embracing these opportunities, we can create a thriving agriculture ecosystem where farmers are empowered and consumers benefit from quality products and economic growth in sustainable manner. This vision requires a collective action to turn potential into impactful outcomes that benefit everyone in the agriculture value chain. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you all for
Thank
your
you,
time.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.